So, good morning. Welcome to our new time, Wednesday morning vinyasa at 7:45. And I've got the curtains open today. I'm going to try and get a bit of green, a bit of the Bali vibes into these morning streams now. So I hope that feels nice rather than, oh God. I know if you're in England, it's probably quite cold. And so we're going to come into this and try and build up some heat pretty quickly with this class. And we'll start off just sitting and breathing together for a couple of minutes. So as soon as you're ready to do so, getting settled down on the mat and maybe letting the eyes close, maybe having a little wriggle if that's what the body needs, if we're not quite ready to still the body. And we're just going to land here. Little moment to be like, okay, here we're together, we're going to do this thing now. And maybe let's scrunch the ears up to the shoulders and really, really scrunch up the face. Really, 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 so it's really uncomfortable. And then stick out the tongue, let it all go, let the tension go. And we'll do that 2 more times. So really scrunching everything up, make a horrible face, and then relax it out. And just once more, inhaling, tense, and exhale. And throughout our yoga practice, we're really looking to develop this switching on and switching off of tension, and eventually be able to take that out into life and go, I'm relaxing now, or I'm engaging now, because it's not always bad to be in that tense doing things mode. It's when that mode is unregulated that it can cause us stress. Putting thoughts of theory to one side, let's just take a nice calming breath in through the nose. And gently, gently controlling it coming out. Maybe taking 4 or 5 seconds to breathe out. Breathing in, softly filling the tummy, expanding the rib cage, expanding the shoulder blades. And slowly breathing out. One more nice calming breath in together. Gently letting it out. So today's class is going to be all about mobility and a little bit about strength. So let's bring the eyes to open if they're not already. And we'll start off just with this little side-to-side wave through the spine here in our cross-legged position. And really see if you can feel into this traveling through the whole spine. So just feeling like a waveform traveling right from the tailbone all the way through. And we'll be able to feel this more or less, and there might be some vertebrae we can move more than others or feel more than others, and that's totally fine. But we're getting into it and we're intending it. So I'm going to bring a forwards and back component in. I'm basically drawing a figure of 8 with the tips of the shoulder blades. So going forwards to the right and then forwards to the left. Drawing this nice figure of 8. Check in what's going on with the tummy. You should be able to feel a little bit of engagement through the tummy, helping to keep you upright. And then let's come into just a very simple seated cat-cow. So we'll inhale to begin, exhale, drop the chin to the chest, draw the belly button back towards the spine, and we're rounding over, making a big C shape. And to inhale, we'll start by rolling the shoulders back, bring the upper chest forwards, add in the chin, and it's a very gentle back bend. The eyes are maybe coming up above the nose, maybe you're looking straight forwards, exhaling, Start from the hips, send the hips back, send the belly back, drop the head. Inhale. And see there's a difference if we start the movement with the dropping of the chin and rolling down from the top, and then chest and lifting the head, or starting from the hips and rolling the hips back, and then rolling the hips forward and letting everything stack up. So that's basically a wave going from the top to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top. And you can practice this standing and just get these little waves going through the spine any time of the day, and it just does wonders for keeping the whole spine lubricated and ready to go. Let's inhale the hands up high. Nice big stretch. We're going to twist over to the right. I'll mirror you. Let's twist to the right. Left hand, right knee. Nice and tall on the inhale. Exhale. Draw the tummy button in. A little bit deeper on the twist. And let's leave that left hand on the right knee. Inhale. Right hand up and over to the left side, bend with the left hand on the right knee. Hold it here. See if we can get that top shoulder into the socket. Use the strength of the fingers on the grounded hand. Inhale. See if we can open the chest towards the ceiling a little bit. So we're rotating chest towards the ceiling. Next exhale, a little bit deeper, and then we're going to inhale back to center. Exhale, ground the hands. Inhale them up, twisting to the left. Okay, one breath to go taller. Exhale, draw the tummy button in to rotate. And then we're taking that side bend. So we're inhaling, left hand up and over to the right. Working all around the core here. Rooting the shoulder, and then maybe on the inhale, there's a small opening towards the ceiling. And if that's uncomfortable, just bring the head and the gaze back down. Exhale, bend a little further. And we're inhaling to center, and again, dropping the hands. So we're going to come up straight away to the feet now, as I want to get this warming up done fairly quickly. We're going to bring in a couple of moves from one of my old teachers, Chris. So he had this whole sequence of warming up stuff, which he called Vanaga. So we start off with this rolling back of the shoulder blades. And as we're rolling the shoulder blades back, we might have a little pace up and down the mat. And if you're feeling pretty free and up for it, you can give the head a little shake. And you can shake the head as you have a little walk around. Really floppy cheeks. Have a little smile to yourself, and then let's reverse the direction. So it's like a swimming forwards, hands are coming together. Maybe one hand's on top, then the other hand's on top. And we're just walking around and seeing how the hips feel, keeping the head nice and up. And then we're going to come to a little wide-legged kind of a squat here. And start getting into the hips. I'm going to try to have the feet turned out wide enough so the knee is broadly tracking over the foot. You can bring it a bit deeper if you want to. And again, we're just seeing how the hips feel. Maybe there's a sway with the shoulders. Really keep the tummy switched on here. Tailbone is rooting under. And then maybe we can make the arm movements a bit bigger. Maybe the legs come more towards straight. And for now, see if we can, and you might need to bring the feet close together, see if the spine could be fairly upright. I want to get used to the idea of taking a wide-legged squat with the spine upright. I don't expect us to be that deep yet, but this is a different alignment. So now lift up one foot and the other, and maybe we can bring the hands in. Don't worry about how deep you go or what it looks like. Nice. So now we're going to take some little punches to the side. So have a look. It's basically going to be, we'll turn out one foot, we'll come onto the toes of the other foot, and be left foot forwards, right hand forwards, little punch, upright spine, upright shin. And then to the other side, the heel will turn down, the other toes turn up, and we drive through with the hands. So it's heel down, toes up, heel down, toes up. Take it slowly to start with. And if you're ready and it feels good and you're enjoying it, you can make it a bit more bouncy. You can maybe add in a bit of a now let's stop. And in this pose, just give the butt a really good squeeze, really engage the buttocks. And then out, in, and again, really squeeze the butt. 2 more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Squeeze. Nice. Now we're going to come a bit lower now. So you might want to bring the fingertips to the floor here. And maybe the feet might want to go a bit further apart. And we're coming into this kind of ninja, I don't know, sort of a ninja insecty kind of thing. And we're working towards Skandasana, which is kind of down here, but we're not going to go that low yet, unless you know your hips are very open and up for it. So just finding something where we can be a bit more playful with it, moving back and forth. One set of toes could come up and then the other, or you could try both feet down. The movement probably won't be as big then. Just giving it a nice sway back and forth. And then let's turn the feet to be parallel. The knees can be really nice and soft. And we're in a nice gentle wide leg forward fold here. So I'm going to try and come up onto my fingertips. So my lower back's like towards its lumbar curve, a nice flat lower back. Exhale, and just bending a little. Inhale, bending a little. And that's probably enough. If your body goes a lot deeper, that's great. But try to avoid the big rounding here. We're just trying to get into that independence of the pelvis and the thighs. Nice. So come up, strongly engage the glutes, lift from the tummy. Come up to standing. Now here, if you've got a chair or a bit of a wall handy, something that you can put a fingertip on, you might want to do so. Feel free. Or you can freeform it. And we're just going to start taking some circles through the hip. So picking that right leg up, and we're circling the hip back and away. Back and away. And then the other way, coming forwards. A few clicks and pops along the way are quite normal. And then straighten the leg out, and we're lifting it like this. Could be quite small, could be a bit bigger. Nice. And then swinging the leg forwards and back. And the last one is across. Oh, I could do the wall for this. And then we're kicking across the body. And then let that go. A little bounce. And we'll come to the other knee. So we're going backwards circles first. And forwards. And then our little ballet style opening of the leg. And come as high as you want. You could be coming a lot higher than me. You have very open hips. And then forwards and back. And the last one across the body. Great. So, again, a little shake out. And we'll come into a few sun salutations. We'll start off slow. Inhaling the hands up. Exhaling the hands down to Tadasana. Turn the palms out. Feel like you're drawing the heels together. Gently engage the buttocks. And feel like the hips are going down just enough that the lower back lengthens. See if we can feel the whole legs feeling nice and strong. Open the hands. Neck feels like it's going back slightly, chin drops slightly. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, bum goes back. Keep the lumbar curve halfway down. Open the wings. So we're just soft knees, halfway bend, opening the wings. Exhale, bring the hands together. Roll the body onto the thighs. Inhale, open the wings. Elbows are going out, halfway up. Exhale, roll the body down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time all the way up. And on the exhale, fold all the way down. Lay the body on the thighs. Take hold of opposite elbows. And let the weight of the arms and the head gently draw the spine out of the pelvis. Breathing really nicely here. And then we're going to place the fingertips down on the mat. Inhale, bending the knees so we can come to a flat back again. And on the exhale, we're stepping the right foot back and dropping the back knee. So we've got the right toes tucked on the fingertips. Inhale, lifting up to this nice small lunge here. Belly's in, pelvis is rolling under, energy through the toes. Now, on the exhale, stepping that foot back and finding our child's pose. So it's going to be step it back and bring the hands down. And then we come to our child's pose. Now watch this next bit. Lift your head for a second and watch me. We're going to come through to our Shalabhasana, our locust. We're going to inhale, sliding forwards like a penguin. And we're going to come up through our Shalabhasana. Hands and feet off the mat. So try that. Inhale, slide through Shalabhasana, the locust. And on the exhale, fingers and hands and feet down, buttocks back towards the heels. Inhale, downward dog. So don't worry, we'll go over that again. I'll get it a bit more fluid. For now, gently pedaling out the heels. And on an inhale, send the right foot back and away. So it's back like we're closing a door behind us with our heel. Inhale, the nose under the knee under the body towards the nose. Inhale, the leg back and up. Exhale, the knee to the nose. Once again, inhale, the foot back and up. Exhale, the knee to the nose. And then step the foot through. Drop the left knee. Add the arms on the inhale. Couple of breaths in our nice, easy lunge. And then on the exhale, we're framing the front foot with the fingertips, stepping the foot through, and coming into our gentle torso to thigh front fold. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, roll up, drawing the tummy button in, unfurling the spine, hands up high. Maybe there's this tiny back bend. Exhale the hands. Tadasana, our mountain pose. Back to where we started. And then we're inhaling the hands up again. Exhaling, folding it forwards. Inhaling, halfway lift. Ready to step back. Stepping back the left foot, dropping the knee. Inhaling, adding the hands. And then on the exhale, stepping the foot back. Child's pose. Let's take a little time with that. And then we're going to try to slide all the way through to our locust. So on the fingertips, inhaling through to our locust, Shalabhasana. One more inhale. Exhale, set hands and feet. And then we're coming bum back to the heels and inhaling, downward dog. 3 breaths here. And then on the inhale, sending that left heel back and away this time. Exhaling the knee to the nose, under the body. Inhale it back. Exhale the knee to the nose. Inhale it back and up. Exhale the knee to the nose, and this time following through, planting the foot, dropping the right knee, and inhaling up to final lunge. Couple of breaths here. And then exhale the fingertips down, stepping through and folding. When you're ready, we're inhaling to come up. And we're exhaling to find our mountain pose. So go around again, one more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, half lift. This time we'll step back to our high plank. So step the right foot back, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Sending the heels away, pushing through the toes. Whole body's engaged here. Push into the fingertips. And then when you're ready, knees, and then chest and chin to the mat. And we'll inhale through to find a small cobra. Exhale, roll the body back down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, downward dog. So to work on our core a little bit and to carry on working on our spinal mobility, we're going to try some little wave motions here. So we can all start off dropping the knees back down, and we're coming to, we've done this before, inhaling, lifting from the tummy, arching, coming forwards, shoulders just past the wrists, and exhaling, sticking the bum up, drawing the belly in, and we're coming back. So again, we've got this wave, just like in our warm-up, and we're waving through the spine. Now we've got a couple of ways where we can add a bit more spice into this. So the first thing we can do is just add in the sideways component. So we keep the knees down, but we'll bend into first the left elbow, inhaling forwards, bend into the right elbow, exhale back. Inhale, bend the elbow, and when we go back, we're pushing away the hands. So inhale forwards, over to one side, and push back. And you might not come very far. That's okay. We're getting used to the idea of most of the weight coming into one of the arms. Now our next modification, is going to be that we could pick up the knees. So we'd roll forwards, exhale, stick the bum up, inhale forwards, stick the bum up. So we're kind of coming downward dog to plank. Remember to use the feet and keep the elbows in. It won't be so hard. A final thing to have a play with is, could you inhale forwards, so just round back, and exhale, bend the elbows and slide back. So inhaling forwards, coming low and sliding back. Couple more of these. And the next time you come forward to plank, straighten the body out, drop the knees, come back to child's pose. Couple of breaths in child's pose. Now really working on strengthening the arms, the wrists, core, and all the spine movers. All the little muscles that run up and down the spine. If you can, walk the hands forward on fingertips so you can feel just a bit of pressure, just sort of 2 out of 10, drawing the shoulder blades away, lengthening the arms. And when you're ready, tuck the toes, plant the hands, and we'll inhale up to find downward facing dog. Couple of breaths, walk it out. And then we're going to send the right heel back and away. Exhale, open the hip, bend the knee. See if you can level the shoulder out, and that might mean lifting the left shoulder a little bit or dropping the right armpit. And so the twist happens in the lower half of the spine, not in the shoulders. Draw some big circles with the knee, big as you can, sending that right knee up, away, and out. And when you've gone around 4 or 5 times, reverse direction. Big circles with that right knee. And then reset the hips. Inhale the right foot, looking away. Exhale, step it through. And let's inhale up to find our high lunge. Okay. First high lunge. Take a moment to settle in. And then on the exhale, we're going to just dive forwards to make a straight line, this arrowhead lunge. So we come the weight over the front knee. And then we're going to inhale, bend the back knee, bring the arms back up to our high lunge. So we're going to exhale, spread the arms out, arrowhead, inhale, high lunge. 2 more, exhaling, arrowhead, inhale, high lunge, exhale, arrowhead, inhale, high lunge. This time, exhale, left hand down, right hand up, simple twist. Okay, so from here, we're going to do this swimming action. So we'll drop the back knee. I'm going to swing that right arm through. So we're going to inhale, gaze following the finger, exhaling. As we exhale, the knee straightens a little or a lot. Inhale, coming through. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forwards, lift the back knee. Exhale, frame the front foot and step the back foot in, forward fold. Lift a little bit on the inhale, exhale. See if you can fold a little deeper, softening the body onto the thighs, softening the face. And we're going to inhale to standing, rolling up, maybe this little back bend. Exhale to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale up and through our vinyasa, folding forwards on the exhale. Inhaling to the halfway. Exhaling, step back, left foot, right foot, high plank. And if you're ready for it, chaturanga, up dog. Otherwise, knees, chest, chin. On your exhale, making your way back to downward dog. Two more breaths. And then inhaling, left heel back and away behind you. Exhale, open the hips, stack the hips and bend the knee. Reset the shoulders. Should feel like the same amount of weight is in each hand. Lift the knee a little higher and then we'll take some circles with the knee. 4 or 5 in one direction. And 4 or 5 in the other. When you've finished, reset the hips. Inhale the foot back and away. Exhale, step it through to find our high lunge, left foot forwards. Inhale up. And again, take a moment to settle. The hips should be coming towards in line with the front of the mat. Tummy's in. Buttocks scooping under. Inhaling, adding the arms. And we're flowing through to arrowhead. So it's exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, and then we're coming to our simple twist. Exhale, right hand down, left fingers up. Another inhale to maybe open a little further into your twist. And on the exhale, dropping that back knee, resetting. And then it's it's exhaling back and away, bringing the leg towards straight. Inhaling up and over and forwards. So swimming action. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And next time you come forwards, landing that left hand, picking up the back knee, stepping it through. Forward fold. Inhale it up to standing. And now we'll come to our goddess pose. So we're going to stand with our feet a little wider than our shoulders. And just like at the beginning, we're turning the toes out so the knees are traveling broadly over the foot. We're trying to reasonably keep the body upright. So the temptation is to sink down. So we might not come so far, but let's try and keep the chest upright. And that means the pelvis is tucking under, but perhaps not all the way. So just experiment with the right amount of tuck. So you want to feel like the lower back is lengthened. And from here, we'll inhale, straighten the legs, hands up high. And then we're exhaling, goddess squat, hands in Gya Mudra. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Once more, inhale up. Maybe we come a little lower. Exhale and hold. The stamina in this hold comes from all the different engagements. So the heels could be driving down, the thighs can be opening up, the knees moving back, the glutes are working. A few more breaths here. Try to get those arms parallel with the floor and the elbows coming forwards. Inhale to come up. And we're going to turn the toes to face forwards. And again, we'll come towards our wide-legged forward fold. So we'll just come down halfway. See if we can get the tummy nice and engaged. The neck feeling long. We're not dropping the head or we're raising the chin. Neck feels neutral. And then maybe the fingertips find the floor. So we can roll the shoulders back and open the chest a little. Maybe as we exhale, the spine is lengthening out of the pelvis. So the feet don't need to be as wide as they can be here. And then we're going to flow into our Skandasana. So let's maybe move the feet apart a little bit more. And we're going to come down towards this Skandasana. So the heel might be up off the floor. The toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Fingertips are on the floor. And again, we'll probably prioritize getting the spine up a little bit. So lift the heel up if that helps you to be more upright. And then on an exhale, put the weight in the hands and we're going to walk it over to the other side. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale through the center line. Exhale, Skandasana to the other side. Lengthen the spine. On the exhale, walk it over. Once more each side. There's loads of variations here. There's a bind here. You can come really low. But maybe we're just up here and that's totally okay. Last one. Coming back over, so we're on the other side. And then this time we'll come back to the middle. And again, inhale, lift up, try to flatten the lower back, draw in the tummy. Exhale, now we'll fold more deeply. Let the head be heavy now. Breathing into this. The knees can be a little bit soft. Maybe you could draw the fingertips to the back of the head. Add a little bit more weight. Gently feeling into this, breathing into this. If the fingers are at the back of the head, lower them back to the floor. On an inhale, we'll lift up halfway. And then we'll heel toe the feet in. And we're going to exhale down into our Malasana, into our yogi squats. So in our yogi squat, if the heels don't reach the floor, that's fine. And you can always even put a block under them if it's really not comfortable to be here. We try to bring the triceps inside the knees and use the triceps on the knees to draw them apart and draw the chest through and up a little bit. From here, we could stay here or we could play it with our little crow hops. So to come to our crow hops from here, the hands will come out in front, the fingers spread wide. We'd lift the bum, and as we lift the bum, hopefully the shins would find the backs of the arms. And then we just play with leaning forwards, coming up onto the tiptoes and seeing what it feels like to move the weight into the hands. If we're finding we can move most of the weight into the hands, maybe we try lifting a toe, maybe we try the other toe, and maybe we're ready for our crow to take a little hop. If so, with the toes, just come up for a second or two and come back down. So we're happy with that. Maybe our crow can go for a little walk up and down the mat. So we lift, move the hands back, lift and move the toes back, strengthening the wrist. If you know what you're doing with your crow and you want to just lift up, stay in your crow for a few breaths. It's totally fine. Or carry on walking, hopping your crow about. When you're ready, we're going to come back together in our squat, in our malasana. And then placing our hands behind us, let's get the bum down on the floor and send those legs out. Let's give the legs a little drum. Maybe roll the feet in and out. And we'll take a twist here. So draw the right knee in, drawing the body tall. And then we're going to cross the right foot over. Again, inhale to get tall. And then as we exhale, this left hand is going to wrap around the front of the right shin. And we're in a half twist here. And add the right arm, inhaling the right arm up, exhaling, dropping it behind. Inhale that hand back up, untwist, and we're going to have two options here. We're going to have a little front fold. Either we're going to have the sole of the right foot inside the right thigh, or we're going to try lifting the foot and placing it on top of the thigh. So we'd be in our half lotus shape, Ardha Padmasana. So either with the foot on top of the thigh like that, and if it's there, the knee wants to come down to the floor without hurting. Or the foot is inside the thigh for our Janushirshasana shape. Either way, you're going to lengthen the spine. Inhaling, you might want to move the flesh from the buttocks. Nice and tall, draw back the chin. Exhale, we're just walking it forwards till we find a natural place where we stop, still with a nice spine. Maybe the belly has reached the thigh, maybe it hasn't. Inhale, roll the shoulders back gently, open the heart. Exhale, belly button towards thigh, just like we've been doing all class. And maybe there's a bit more space for the body to come forwards. Inhale, exhale. So we're not dropping the forehead, we're not dropping the chin. We're seeing if we can get a rib onto the thigh. And we're not dragging with the hands either. Going to soften. Inhale again, gently roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin. Exhale, exhale, really drawing the tummy down. You can press the heel into the mat as well. And maybe another rib or two might find their way to the thigh. Try to soften everything. The softer you can get here, the more the muscles are going to relax and let you come a little bit low. When you feel you've got as low as you're going to get, we can let the head rest. Now, if the head can just come happily to the shin, for the mat. Well done, fantastic. And you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we might try and stack the fists on the shin and give the head a comfortable place to rest. Or if we had a block, we might rest the forehead here on the block. And this is letting our body develop softness in our forward part. Now, if we're here and we're up on the block, we're up on the fists, and we feel like, oh, there's a bit more, we can just make it a bit smaller. Come further forwards. There we go. It feels like there's a little bit more to come. You could lower the block once more. We're trying not to squash the windpipe and tuck the chin. Trying to keep that nice, happy spine. Couple more breaths here. Where else could you find a little bit more softness? And then gently we're going to come up. So we're going to inhale and we're going to come forwards. Feel like the crown of the head's reaching away from the pelvis. Inhale, restacking the vertebrae. Add the arms. Exhale, soft. Nice work. Nice work. So we're going to take that all on the other side. So we're going to change which leg is extended. And then we're picking up the other leg and we're crossing it over to find our twist. So I've got my left leg crossed over my right leg. Inhale my right hand. And then it wraps around the front of the shin. And we add, with the next breath, the other arm, maybe turning to look over the left shoulder. Maybe we're looking at 90 degrees to the front leg. So we can draw the belly button in on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper. Come out, inhaling up and forwards. And again, we have those two options. We can play with this half lotus shape if the body is up for it, if we can soften the knee down. And, if this is okay, but we've got a bit of a floaty knee, absolutely an option to prop the knee as well. And again, we can start getting the body used to this shape. So I'll demonstrate this time with the propped half lotus. Again, you might want to draw the flesh out from the sitting bones so you feel like the pelvis is coming forwards. And then we're lengthening the spine, drawing the back of the neck back, back of the head back, exhaling forwards, fingertips to the floor. And again, maybe as we exhale, we find the belly's touching down on the leg. Inhaling, we're lengthening out of the pelvis. Exhaling. And again, it's the same thing. Gently with the breath, we're seeing if we can lay one rib and then another down onto the body, onto the leg. So again, try not to drop the head, keep coming forwards. And when you feel like you've got about as far as you're going to come, you can prop the head. And again, as the spine continues to relax, you can lower the level of the block or take away a hand if we're propping on the fist. Lengthening on the inhale and softening on the exhale. When you're ready, gently coming up, inhaling forwards, crown of the head reaching away from the pelvis, all the way up. Stretch the arms up high. Exhale, release the arms, release the crossed leg, and again, I'll drum the calves, roll the feet in and out. And to finish, we'll just reset with a reverse tabletop, so fingertips are facing towards the buttocks. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up the hips. So next, very happy, you can add head going back. And then exhale, pick up the head, lower the buttocks back to the ground. Inhale the hands forward. As we exhale, gently rolling the body down to the mat. Well done. And we'll just take happy baby for a couple of breaths here. Maybe the fingers reach the toes. Maybe we're taking hold of the back of the shins and we're leaving the tailbone, the sacrum down on the mat. And trying to feel into what's going on in the hips. Done quite a lot of work in the hips. They might be feeling quite nice and open now. Maybe the knees can come a little closer to the armpits. And then we're going to come down to our Shavasana. So if you want to take a little twist first or anything else your body feels like it needs to settle, go ahead. Otherwise, you can come straight to our Shavasana, extending the legs away, maybe putting a pillow under the knees if the back's uncomfortable. Maybe we're putting a blanket or a jumper over us if it's cold. And letting the gaze soften, letting the eyes close down. Feeling the body resting on the mat. Once again, switching from our focus mode, our drive mode, to our relaxation mode. Seeing how heavy we can get here. The mind's running around, just bringing the attention back to the breath. Rise and the fall of the chest. And then taking a bit of a deeper breath in. And letting that sigh out of the mouth. And the next inhale, use to bring a little bit of life back to the fingers and the toes. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes or rotating wrists and ankles. Maybe the arms could come above the head for a big stretch. And then a flop on the exhale and let the tension go. And gently rolling over onto one or the other side. And just pause for a moment on your side. And just try and notice how this practice this morning has left you feeling. And then gently making your way back up to a seated position. Eyes closed, hands resting on the thighs. Taking a moment to express thanks and gratitude for yourself, to the practices that we have to keep us healthy and happy, connected to each other. And we'll inhale our hands up high one more time. And we'll exhale, hands to the forehead, to the lips, and then down to the heart. Bowing. Suksma. Thank you. You enjoyed this morning's class, and loads more on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon.